Imam Bukhari Rahman bring this hadith to tell that Iman murakkabun laysa bi basitin. You get me?
Yeah.
That's why he brings this ayat of the Quran to prove that Iman is basit, not as is a murakkabun. So we Hanafi al-mutakallimin, we have to give a response in regard to the concept here. So we finish a few ayat. وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى. The other ayat Imam Bukhari وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى. What is meant with وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى? It means that increase in their guidance. So hidayat is an amal. Hidayat is an amal. What hidayat is? Which Imam Bukhari brings and says tadakhul fil iman. But then we are saying that we say basirat fil iman. It gives you more light, enlightenment regarding iman. Whoever has iman, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them additional, increase their insight of iman and the understanding of iman. This ayat revealed regarding Surah Kaf. The ayat is regarding the story in Surah Kaf. Ashabul Kaf, they were the king in Rome. Ashabul Kaf is the king of Rome, right? His name was Dahyanun. Dahyanun is his name. He was a very stern, idol worshipper. And he used to force people to worship idols. So these youngsters who are mentioned in Surah Kaf, these few youngsters, during his time, they went into his court and said, Rabbana, Rabbuna, Rabbana or Rabbuna. Two era. Rabbus samawati wal ardi lan nad'u min dunihi ilahan laqad qulna idan shataqa. Ha'ulai qawmun attakhadhu min dunihi aliya. Ha'ulai qawmun attakhadhu min dunihi lawla ya'tuna alayhim bisultanin bayyin. Faman Allah mimman iftara ala Allah. Faman Allah. Who is lying? Who is ascribing accusation upon Allah falsely? So, now it's only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who brings up us. It's only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is specified with only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we hold anyone beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then this is totally, absolutely wrong. Those people who are worshiping idol, they have no evidence. They have no evidence to prove to me, substantiate their claim. So here, these people by presenting their case of this ayat of Surah Kaf, is the increase or strength of the iman. They are exposing, they are making a distinction of the strength of the iman. وَزِدْنَاهُمْ هُدًى وَيَزِيدُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا هُدًى. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala here again is saying the people of hidayah, right? That the hidayah will increase. وَيَزِيدُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا. Those who are being guided, their iman is being increased here. Good. So, the understanding here now, those who are guided, their iman, they increase, the iman gets increased. Imam Bukhari Rahmah, he thinks, his understanding, right? This is what he thinks. He feels that hidayah and iman is one. So this is the reason why he bring this ayat to say iman is one. But we say no. Hidayat and iman is not one. They are two different. They are two separate contents. They are two separate factors. Hidayat is not iman. Hidayat, it is the asarat of iman. Understand iman?
Yeah.
Now, here, so what is meant here now? We have to give a response to the ayat. I'm doing tafsir of all this ayat here. I don't know if y'all did these tafsir. I feel Jalalain, right, boy?
Yeah.
And I did tafsir of this ayat? No, man, I didn't do tafsir of this ayat.
I do tarjuma.
I do tarjuma. So we are saying here, if I have to teach a tafsir, then it'll be something else. You know, tafsir is a different way of teaching. Tafsir not teach with tarjuma. So that's the reason why when you become an alim, you have to make mutala'ah. Because me can't remember Ibu Jalalain. Iman? I can't remember Ibu Jalalain. Because like when the teacher teach with hardly here back. We were in that class, we were close to 57 students. And Jalalain period, right, let's be after break. So who coming first, gonna take front seat. And who coming back there, when the teacher Mona Dawood, my teacher Mona Dawood Parheji, when he speak, you gotta put your ears, even though it's not front seat. So when he said, bye Samjay, he said, ha, ji ha. When he asked, you understand the ji ha. Because when we sit back in Takrar or Alhamdulillah, we just run through it, and by the grace of Allah, we used to know it. Good. So you have to make them in mutala. You know? Maulana, Daryabadi Rahmatullah, his Tafsir Daryabadi is there also. Tafsir Usmani is there also. This is where you will build your tafsir. You won't expect Dar Ulam here to build your tafsir, or you remain, or when you do bayanat, you make mutala. Good. So we are saying here, what is meant here? It is not istidadi iman, it is istimrar iman. The iman will keep bouncing and going all the time. Dawam ala hidayah. That a person iman will keep them upon hidayah, upon guidance. This is Surah Maryam ayat, which I will reveal in Surah Maryam. And before this ayat, وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا بَيِّنَاتٍ قَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُنَا. When these ayat was revealed, وَإِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ was revealed unto them, with evidence they said, قَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. The people disbelieve said, وَلِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, those who believe in Allah, أَيُّ الْفَرِقَيْنِ خَيْرٌ مَقَامًا وَأَحْسَنُ نَدِيًّا. Ayyul Fariqain, this is also Surah Maryam ayat. Understand? That which one of the group is better in position and after Nadia? So they used to make mockery. What they used to do? They used to make mockery here. So they used to say that they had a very high standard, right? And they say, well, Ahsan Nadia. Nadia also means a very high standard, right? Now, they used to feel that they were the people of the high standard, the VIP of society. But then Allah is saying that not high standard, Nadia means the rich man. Allah says, وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ هُمْ أَحْسَنُوا Asasa wa riya, that they are good for nothing. That leave out asasa riya. There's no consideration in them in there. Allah is saying that He destroyed. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا قَبْلَهُمْ مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ for a period of time. Then Allah continues says, قل من كان في الضلالة فليمدد له الرحمن مدا. Is also reminding ayat. So there's a tamheer regard to that. Allah give them madda, He give them deal, He gives them extended time, right? And then He drive back. So in their being astray, Allah give them extension. Because why? They don't have the capacity of the observant of hidayah, of guidance. And because why? خَتَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبِهِمْ وَعَلَىٰ سَمْعِهِمْ وَعَلَىٰ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. You know, everything is shut down. That's the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that being astray, it keeps extending compared to those people who have even وَيَزِيدُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا. And those people who have iman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a continuation that they will keep remaining upon iman. So it's istimrar ala hidayah or dawam ala hidayah. And this is a ni'mat, it is a favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. God. وَالَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا وَزَادَهُمْ هُدًى وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُمْ. This is another similar to that. You know? Similar to that here. We are saying that, listen, the hidayat وَالَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا زَادَهُمْ هُدًى. This hidayah here is basira. You're getting more enlightenment through your iman and understanding. You're getting more increasement to do more amal. This is what is meant here. This is Surah Muhammad ayah. Surah Muhammad. وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَسْتَمِعُ إِلَيْكَ. This is وَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ يَسْتَمِعُ إِلَيْكَ, who listens very attentive. حَتَّى إِذَا خَرَجُوا مِنْ عِنْدِكَ. And when you leave them, قَالُوا لِلَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمَ. They say to the people of ilm, مَاذَا قَالَ آنِفًا أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ طَبَعَ عَلَىٰ قُلُوبِهِمْ. क्या बात है? What I just mentioned is مَاذَا آنِفًا أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ طَبَعَ. And those who say that what is being mentioned here is the kuffar thing. That Allah Taballahu alaikum, Allah stamp them, put a stamp on the heart. Because why? وَاتَّبَعُوا أَهْوَاءَهُمْ, because they are following their desire. Then وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُمْ. In the opposite of وَاتَّبَعُوا أَهْوَاءَهُمْ وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُم. The ayat is هُدًى وَآتَاهُمْ تَقْوَاهُم. People of Iman, Allah will strengthen their Iman. So when the believer used to leave the majlis and gone, Nabi Karim Sallallahu used to leave the majlis and gone, or they used to make, or the people of Iran, they used to make mockery out of them. Understand? Now we just said So here also we say here that this is strengthening the spiritual department here. That these people, Iman wale, the Iman, is not increasing their Iman, but they are getting spiritual, elevation. They getting spiritual elevation of more understanding and insight through of the Iman. وَيَزْدَادَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِيمَانًا. You see, they come here. This is Surah Mudassir. يَا أَيُّهَا الْمُدَّثِّرُ قُمْ. This ayat Mudassir, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, that Jahannam have 19 angels. There are 19 angels who is handling the affairs of Jahannam. So Mushrikeen in Makkah, they used to make mockery out of this. They say, kya baat hai, 19 angels? One of them said, me alone will look after 17. And again, one other wife will look after the other 2. So they used to make mockery of the statement which was in the books before. In the books before, understand, it is mentioned that 19 angels, they are in the capacity of looking after the affair of Jahannam. Iman, you ever read this in any Bible?
Yeah.
Where say read this?
All over.
Yeah?
Tafsir.
Which tafsir?
Surah Mudassir.
Huh?
Surah Mudassir na.
Now what happened here now? This is the book of Amina coming up from the heaven mentioned this. Right? So the ayat before, وَمَا جَعَلْنَا أَصْحَابَ النَّارِ إِلَّا مَلَائِكَةً وَمَا جَعَلْنَا إِلَّا عِدَّتَهُمْ وَمَا جَعَلْنَا عِدَّتَهُمْ إِلَّا فِتْنَةً لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Now this number which Allah mentioned in the Quran, it becomes a trial for the people there who disbelieve. لِيَسْتَيْقِنَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ. So for them to achieve a conviction. Istayqana, it comes from I call it yaqeen. Where it come from? This word comes from yaqeen. So for them to acquire conviction of the people of Kitab. وَيَزْدَادَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِيمَانًا. And for the iman of the people, right, to increase, iman to increase. So this was a trial for these idiots then. Allah mentioned about 19 angels, they used to make mockery out of the people of the Kitab also, right? And that was the regular attitude, So they were not believing this. Because in the books of the heavenly book, Kitaabul Imaan, it will be mentioned 19 angels, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is ummi, on letter. He was on letter, Amen?
Yeah.
He was on letter. He now Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did not do mutala'a. He did not make no mutala'a with sort of the Kitaabul Imaan. Because he don't know to read and write. Rasul did not know to read and write. So how he make mutala'a? How he know what 19 angels? The book of Samawiyah had this written. So this here what it becomes here now, So on this you cannot make a qiyas, analogy. Oh, you just make a qiyas. How would you make an analogy without having no knowledge? To make an analogy, you have to have a similarity. You have to something similar to that. You know, you have to have a nafs, or you have to have some sort of clue. So it was impossible, right, for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to say that there are 90 angels. So definitely, this here is revelation. It came down to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is the Quran, and the Quran substantiated. Through the books of which are mentioned there, that this here, that people of the books, you know, that whatever is mentioned there is something which is reality. So when this came in now, so that's the reason why now وَيَزْدَادَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, and the people of Iman, the Iman here will get more bright, it will get more shining. So they feel happy, the people of Iman feel happy. Because why? Whatever amount of angels is in Jahannam, that is not necessary for them. All they know, whatever they mention of angels to take care of Jahannam, that is fine. The amount doesn't mean anything for them, because they already believe in whatever, but Jahannam. You understand that?
Yeah.
Only this 19 comes to shine and to brighten the Iman. Now, this is something which is ilm ghaib. This is something that which is not you will get like that. This is a knowledge which is ilm ghaib, unseen. How many angels is in the tanzim? How many angels in the management of Jahannam? Only through revelation Rasulullah knew this. The Sahaba Ikram Ajma'een, they had already have yaqeen. But then getting this here now, they already had comprehensive yaqeen. But getting this information here, it strengthens the Iman. It strengthens the Iman. And Za'iful Iman, the Iman is strengthened here now. Now what we could say now, listen, that from before Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in, they had Ijmali Iman about Jahannam. Okay, right? Innahum mu'minun bihi. That they believe about Jahannam. Whatever information Rasulullah gives to them, it is sahih, it is authentic, it is absolutely perfect. But then when they get the information about the angels them who are taking, remember I give a different explanation, different tawji here. That the angel they will come afterward here now. Right? Regarding to them, they say, Aminu bil Jumla, we accept the whole concept of Jahannam. Summa Aminu bil Tafsi, and then whatever details comes about Jahannam, we believe in that also. So firstly, the Iman was Ijmali, and then afterward the Iman became Tafsili. Now, why did they mention 19 angels to look after Jahannam? Iman, why did they mention that? Any idea, Iman? Let me say this Tafsir Surah Mudassir.
It was a test now to test them. Because I said I want small amounts so I can manage them.
You get them around. Let me just tell you what it is. Allama Shah Abdul Aziz Dehli Rahmatullah. You know, our ulama, they look for hikmah, they look for wisdom, they look for nuqta, they look for point. He said, look, Jibreel Salatu Wasalam, he can bring revelation. He have to bring revelation, but he dare not can take the life of the smallest child, because that's not his jurisdiction. Israel, right? Jibreel Salatu come down 100 times from the sky, up and down, and that's not hard upon him. But nowhere he have the authority to even touch a little child life. But Israel, you know, he be given the duty, the jurisdiction, to take thousands of people's life for a day. You know, hundreds of thousands. But he don't have the jurisdiction to interfere absolutely in the affairs of the rain, to make the rain fall, to make the cloud make noise, and the thunder to make noise. Like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the azab of Jahannam. The azab of Jahannam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala divided it into 19 categories. And each angel, they have been deputed to handle or they become the officer. You know, like in the country, you have break damage in the main police station. But how many more police stations are in the country? So you put one, officer there, and then in the main place you have a commander. Or one commander in charge of all the police station in that region or that, or wherever. So you have a 10th commander, or you have a 12th commander, and you got the main, chief commander. So last man is about all the commander. All is everything for everybody here. So likewise of the angels, they will be given duties. So every angel is being given a category of azab in the fire of Jahannam. Allah Kashmir Rahmatullah, you said that there are 19 categories based upon this 19 angels. There are 19 different categories of punishment in the fire of Jahannam, and which every angel, differently is being responsible for that. Now why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala segregate or separate or make distinction between the different categories of punishment? No answer yet. We didn't no answer for this. We say this is takwini amr. This is kun fayakun. This is this is something Allah He had He had decided upon. We don't have to look for no hikmah or wisdom regarding to this, because it's all useless. وقوله عز وجل أيكم زادته هذه إيمانا فأما الذين آمنوا فزادت إيمانا. Same thing come here again. Now Imam Bukhari rahimahullah, all the ayahs coming, he said, he just quoted, but he said وقوله عز وجل وقوله عز وجل. So sometimes when you're doing bayan, you're doing it while, and then you come into another place, or you're writing a book. So you say, respected brothers, by your buzuku or behno, you come in between here game steady. So you're changing the style, or you're making very classical. Whoever is in writing fun, whoever is lecturing fun, the feel of that, it's Iman, what will you say in English?
What's it?
This one I explain it.
The way how you address them?
When you make changes, man.
Oh, you're reflecting your speech.
No, man. Every field have a technique in it. Technique. So this to make it flavor. They make it so this in the field of quoting the ayat to make it look very flavorful. You bring this like when you cook, you're putting salt, but then you're putting salt, you give it a little more taste. So this is how Imam Bukhari or the teacher, because this is the only reason we can say he mentioned 4 ayat before 5 ayat, and now the 6 ayat we say Qawla Azza wa Jal. So this is in the field of this. Quoting, you bring an additional to just make it look a little more, flavored. Ayyukum azadat. This is Quranic ayat which is revealed regarding the munafiqeen. Now, who iman increased? So فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا فَزَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا وَهُمْ يَسْتَبْشِرُونَ. So the people, Iman wale, their Iman will increase and they'll be happy. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبِهِم مَرَضٌ فَزَادَتْهُمْ رِجْسًا إِلَىٰ رِجْسِهِمْ وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كَافِرُونَ. How do we explain this ayat in Iman? A man is sick. Let me do it like this way. A man is sick. This ayat, and the doctor thinks he has a stomach, he have abdominal problem. So would you give him more, Korean rice to eat? Say you got jaundice, Iman, jaundice. Would you give him more, biryani, and you give him this and that to eat? No, because you give him more so that he get more sick. So his stomach now, only going to take tea and biscuit. You're going to free the tea and biscuit or maybe some juice. So people who, they are in hypocrisy, or they're not Iman, right? When the talks of Iman come to them here now, Rijsan, Afi Maradun, they have a sickness in the heart, Fazadatum Rijsan. So what happened? The rich, the impurity in a rich him, it gets more complicated here. So it will not benefit them. But Iman wale now, when you begin pushing biryani, but when a man now he is in good health, you get biryani, you get samosa, you get more strength. So this is how the Iman wale is. So when they say it, very ayat. Ayyukum fa'amal ladina amanu, Fa'amul Fazadul Iman. So there when you give them the biryani and you give them the samosa, their Iman, when they do the amal now, their Iman gonna get more more fresh you will get, more flavor in it you will get, So this is regarding to the explanation of this ayah of the Quran here, that where, the people of Iman, so the example we give how the Iman gonna be getting more fresh and fresh. Good. Allama Sa'alabi rahmatullah alayhi. Allama Sa'alabi Jazairi Maliki. Jazairi is the name of a country. Jazair. I'll try to remember the name of it. We translate Jazair. Hadith is Marni heavy fly out. He reckoned that, he's a Maliki, that when Quranic ayat was revealed, there are 3 categories the revelation came. You understand? 3 categories the revelation came. One category is that ahkam. New ahkam will be coming, and Sahaba Ikram will be having iman upon those ahkam. So aminu bil jumla. So collectively they believe, right? Summa aminu bil tafsir. Then after that they detailingly they believe also. So first the ayat of the Quran comes with tafsir, ijmali, and then comes with tafsir. Then the other way, the other category of revelation will come. It was regarding to the surah will come regarding to evidence. Evidence will come. So when Sahaba will hear about those evidence, or when it will recite, the Iman become more fresh. They have inshirah. They have a more expanding. The chest expand. And the third category that sometimes they are whispering wasaif. Whispering the ears of Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in. So, which is a natural instinct of human being. So when these verses will reveal, then those, waswasa, which are in their ears, it will eliminate it. Understand? Good. وقوله جل عز وجل وقوله جل ذكره فاخشوهم فزادهم إيمانا. This is the ayat which is revealed in Ghazwatul Hamra al-Asad. You all heard about this battle? Ghazwatul Hamra al-Asad. This battle took place after the battle of Uhud. There was no fighting. The Abu Sufyan, who was that Sahaba at that time, they accepted Islam. After the battle of Uhud, they returned back to Makkah to Mukarramah. And they said, shucks, buddy, best have we left Sahaba who were wounded there. We should, Alim are wounded, we should sort them out, and we should, have a comprehensive, victory over them. We shouldn't allow them to return back to Medina. We should finish their story. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he, through revelation, Allah gave him this revelation, and then he made an announcement in Sahaba Ikram that all those who were present yesterday in the battle of Uhud, today we are going behind the enemy then. So prepare. So the Mujahideen of Islam, instead of being wounded, when Rasulullah made his announcement, they were prepared, and they prepared to start to march, and they marched to Hamratul Asad, which is about 8 miles or about 12 kilometers from Madinatul Munawwara. Now, when Sufyan got this information here now, that the Muslims they are coming behind them, he became very scared. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala caused fright to come into his heart, So then there were a caravan which was going to Medina. So he met this caravan and tell him, when you arrive in Medina, tell the Muslim that listen, that the people of Makkah, they are preparing a huge army and they're coming to attack with you all. So when the Muslim heard this, instead of they get scared, the Iman started to boil up. He started to get more, Josh and Hosh and more strong. Because this is, because what they say, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in said, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. So when Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in, they marched and they arrived there, and then they got the information that these people, they are not coming anymore. So that was it. وَقَوْلُ تَعَالَى وَمَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا إِيمَانًا وَتَسْلِيمًا. This ayat revealed in Surah Ahzab. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah is trying to prove it. وَمَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا الْإِيمَانَ وَالتَّسْلِيمًا. Now, this وَلَمَّا رَأَى الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, this is Khandaq. Surah Ahzab is regarded to what by? Surah Ahzab is what?
Battle of the trench.
The battle of the trench. The Quran mentions Surah Ahzab. And the battle of trench is also called, also Ahzab. So, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when they saw the Quraysh, they came forth with this huge army here now. And they didn't arrive alone. They came with various tribes. They came to erase Islam. Na'udhu billah. Surah Ahzab, the battle of Khandaq was the most difficult, what do you call it, what word we can use for it?
Expedition.
No, but the most torturing, the most, serious, the most, there's a word here, which the Muslim had ever went through. And in this battle, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned Surah Ahzab, the drastic position of the believer, the serious position of the believer. He has never ever mentioned regarding any other battle, because the battle of Khandaq was a battle of extinction of comprehensive and Iman. Understand? Comprehensive Iman. So this dream, Rasulullah had mentioned it to Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in before. وَلَمَّا رَأَى الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الْأَحْزَابَ قالوا هذا ما وعدنا الله. This is what Allah had mentioned, He promised to you. وَرَسُولُهُ وَصَدَقَ اللَّهُ رَسُولُهُ مَا زَادَهُمْ إِلَّا إِيمَانًا وَتَسْلِيمًا. So when they saw this huge army came, it didn't do anything to them, but what it did, it increased, because what Rasulullah had mentioned in him, it was reality. هذا ما وعدنا الله ورسوله. This is what Allah and His Rasul had promised you, that this is what will happen. So when Rasulullah saw this, right, Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in, they were left astonished also, when they saw that also. So Rasulullah mentioned to them, Nabzuhum wala yakzunana. We will be attacking them and they will not attack us anymore. And this was proven in the conquest of Makkah al-Mukarramah, where Rasul marched with Sahaba Ikram Ajma'in. And when Hatim ibn Balta, this big hadith coming, long hadith, lot of explanation in Bukhari Sharif, when he tried to inform the Quraysh regarding the preparation of Fatih Makkah, regarding the conquest of Makkah, because Rasul did not want no one, after they break the treaty, and the victory was coming through the patient going through the prophesying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Fath. Inna fatahna laka fathan mubina. وَالْحُبُّ فِي اللَّهِ. Now the Quranic ayah in Iman, وَالْحُبُّ فِي اللَّهِ وَالْبُغْضُ فِي اللَّهِ مِنْ Iman. Imam Bukhari rahmatullah mentioned these two things, that love and hatred for Allah, this is Iman. So he made juziyat, he divided this here to make it partial, that this is Iman. That amal, this amal of books, hatred and hope for Allah, this is also partial of Iman. So, Iman muraqqabun. Iman wa huwa qa'ilun lizziyadah wal nuqsan. So because of this, Imam Bukhari said Iman tarqib. But we say no. Al-hubbu fillah wal-bughdu fillah min al-Iman is not a hadith. Al-hubbu fillah wal-bughdu fillah is not a hadith min al-Iman. And not a Quranic ayat also. There is a probability that this here is the qawl of Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala. So this is not a dalil against Hanafiya. This is not no evidence against Hanafiya or the Salaf. So what we say, min al-iman, the min that comes in is tabi'iyya. It's not, no. The min which came in, it is not for partial. We will say min here, like you say, min Suriname ila Guyana. So from Suriname, so min is used for ibtida. So where we min is used for the beginning. So what we say here now, that these things, they are nothing except that they are muta'alliqat of iman. Asqalani rahmatullah alayhi mentioned that, remember he is the master, the king of commentary Bukhari. He said this what Imam Bukhari meant, wal-hubbu fillah wal-bughdu fillah min al-iman. There's a riwayat in Abu Dawud Sharif which says, Afdalul a'mal al-hubbu fillah wal-bughdu fillah. Then another hadith also in Abu Dawud, Man ahabba lillah wa abghada lillah wa a'ta lillah wa mana'a lillah faqad istakmala iman. What from the iman? Faqad istakmala iman. They had completed the iman. So for this we understand this four things. Hubb lillah, bughd lillah, man'u lillah, a'ta lillah, i'ta lillah. It all is, muta'alliqat. They all, completion. To make a comprehensive iman. وكتب عمر بن عبد العزيز إلى علي بن علي أن للإيمان فرائض وشرائع وحدودا وسننا فمن استكمل الإيمان ومن لم يستكملها لم يستكمل الإيمان. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, he had written a letter to Ali ibn Ali rahmatullah alayhi, and he had mentioned regard to some fara'id, some compulsory factor, and some shara'i, and some hudud, and some sunan, and he have considered all of this to be mukammalati iman, So if you don't have these things then your iman would not be complete. Who is Umar ibn Abdul Aziz? This is the fifth Khalifa which we accept, Khulafai Rashida. He is considered to be the fifth Khalifa Rashida. We call him also, he is a Mujaddid al-Awwal. He is the first reformer. He was born in 61 Hijri and he died in 101 Hijri. He was the first person to make tadween, mudawwan, right? Or to create a government, legislation. Create a parliamentary something, or you call it constitution. He was the first person to do that. He was such a just individual. His justice was so famous that a goat and a fox, they will be in one landing, right? And the goat and the fox will not interfere with the goat. But this was during the time of Umar Aziz that his justice was so effective, the asarat of the justice had even affected the animals also. Abdullah ibn Mubarak asked Umar Aziz began to Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala. And he said, Ma aqulu fi rajulin. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I will not say nothing in regard to who Rasulullah mentioned about somebody. سمع الله لمن حمده فقال خلفه ربنا ولك الحمد. Remember this regard to Muawiyah was mentioned. So then it was asked, أيهما أفضل? هو أم عمر عبد العزيز? Is Muawiyah more afdal or Umar Abdul Aziz? Definitely, it can never be him to Umar Abdul Aziz. It can be Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala. Good. Ali ibn Ali, who is he now? Ali ibn Ali, ibn Umayra, ibn Farwa, ibn Zarara, Kandari. This is a province. Kandari is in a province in just now, in Kufa. Now, there is a name of a place, Jazira ibn Umar. Jazira ibn Umar. Umar ibn Abdullah made this individual, Umar ibn Abdullah, he made him the governor there. Now, this is not Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala. This is another Abdullah ibn Umar. Now, Jazira, I'm trying to get a translation of this word Jazira again. It's an Arab country. Jazira, it is not too far from Iraq. Now it's not a country. It is now, a state in Iraq. Now, Adi ibn Abi have ikhtilaf whether he was a Sahaba or not, Sahabi or Tabi'i. But the most authentic call that he was a Tabi'i, and his father and his uncle, both of them were Sahabi or Sahaba. But he had great personality in regard to his ibadat, regard to his virtues, regard to his being a some individual. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala, he said Adi ibn Adi Sayyidu Ahl al-Jazira, that he was the leading individual, the leading person of Jazira. Good. Aziz, Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala took his asar here as an evidence, the Iman Murakkab, by saying Faraid, Sharaid, Hudud, Sunan, all of this there, he said that they are particular, they are particles, they are subdivisions of Iman. They make up Iman. Because Iman yazid wa yanqus. But we say no. Say Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, these things then he had mentioned it regarding to takmilat iman. Faman istakmala istakmala iman. Waman lam yastakmilha lam yastakmil iman. So we are saying that if these things are not there, there is no iman. Understand? God. What are faraid, what are shara'i, what are hudud, what are sunnah? What is meant with faraid, Iman, right? Faraid means amali mafruda, meaning salat, roza, hajj, zakat. And shara'i is referring to aqaid, tawheed, risala, hashr, wal nashr, and jazai amal is meant by this. Hudud, there are three categories of hudud. Hudud, they are penalties or punishment. So what we say here, that hudud, that it will refer to the beginning of salat, which is takbir, tahrima, and the ending of salat, which will be salam. So this will be the had of salat. You follow right? Takbir, tahrima, and taslima, beginning and ending. So this is hudud. So this is one meaning of hudud here. Or for fasting, subh sadiq, right? All the way to ghurub shams. So this is the hudud of fasting. And hudud is another meaning of hudud, which is zajair. What is before it? Zawajir. Zawajir is zajrun. Zajrun means they are penalties. Like for example, cutting of the hand, haddish, shurb, drinking, haddish, shurb, common, etc. And the third interpretation for had here is manhiya, prohibition, mahzura. With the Quran and mentioned, وَمَنْ يَتَعَدَّ حُدُودَ اللَّهِ فَقَدْ ظَلَمَ نَفْسَهُ. Then another ayat. أَلَا وَإِنَّ لِكُلِّ مَلِكٍ حِمَى. أَلَا لِكُلِّ hadith. This is hadith. أَلَا وَإِنَّ لِكُلِّ مَلِكٍ حِمَى. Be aware, be alert that for every king there is a pasture. أَلَا حِمَى اللَّهِ فِي أَرْضِهِ مَحَارِمُ. And be alert, this hadith is Bukhari Sharif. Be alert, be aware that the pasture of Allah is in the land of His prohibition. So, manhiyat and mahrumat, these are the hudud of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To make tajawuz, to surpass these things is prohibited. What is meant by sunan? Sunan is the plural for sunnah. And sunnah means method, methodology, method, ways, format. Now you find that fara'id and shara'i and all, they are also entered into sunnah. Because there's a way to pray salah. There's a way to do your, keep your fast. Because these are all methods of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what we say, that sunan, the relation between shara'i and fara'i is ta'mim ba'd al-taqsir. These are general, and after that they got taqsir. Taqsir means that they will make it individual separately. So what you will say here that in the place of fara'id you will be sunnah. So then fara'id, after fundamental you have sunnah, which are umuri mandubiyah, which are optional factors, and umuri masnuna, and recommendable, right? Sunnah of Abina Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Good. وَقَالَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ وَلَكِنْ لِيَطْمَئِنَّ قَلْبِي. Ibrahim, so we finished the Quranic, the hadith here. Now Ibrahim al-salatu wasalam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings this ayat here that tells us, that Ibrahim al-salatu wasalam, right? Now Imam Bukhari is taking the tafsir of Sa'id ibn Jubair and Mujahid rahmatullah alayhi. That Sa'id ibn Jubair made tafsir of this ayat here by saying, Yazdadu yaqini. And Imam Mujahid is saying for the tafsir of this ayat, Li-istidadi imanin ila imani. The increase of iman, it is so because Ibrahim al-salatu already have iman, So where Ibrahim al-salatu wasalam, it has been proven that you were already following millat, you were already following a madhab. Are you following here?
Yeah.
So by saying is ziyadat iman, increase of iman has been proven here. So when this has been proven for Ibrahim salatu wasalam, and Ibrahim was following the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have been given the order to follow the deen of Rasulullah. We have been given the order to follow the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So then, what we say that the deen is being proven. The deen is being proven. This has also been proven for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this ayat here also is saying is for itminan qalb. So Imam Bukhari is saying that you are not proven here increase of iman because Ibrahim already have iman, Rasulullah sallallahu already iman. It is regard to flavor, shawqun. You have an interested factor. Understand? That the itminan which you have in the qalb here now, it will change it and make more sharh sadr. It will give you a more expanding, a widened chest with more enlightened capacity in here. Now tafsir now is mentioned that why did they raise Salat Islam and wanted to ask for this? We had doubt also. We know it that Jalal and have that. Ma'ariful Quran have it also. Let me talk about the other. وَقَالَ مَا إِبْلِسْ بِنَا نُؤْمِنْ سَاعَةً Ma'ad ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala, who he said, sit a little while here and let me increase the iman. Ma'ad ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala, mumtaz, very prominent Sahaba. At the age of 18 he accepted Islam. He was present in Bayat Uqbaistani. He had participated with Nabi Karim sallallahu alayhi wa sallam all from Badr to the ending of all the battle. Rasulullah had given a title, A'lam bil halal wal haram, Ma'ad ibn Jabal. In Jami Tirmidhi, this is there regarded in the Manaqib and the Fadil of Ma'az radiallahu ta'ala. Ma'az bin Jabal radiallahu ta'ala, he is grey when you go to Urdun. Iman, I don't know if you all went, right? I may expect you all to go there. But Urdun, which is Jordan, you take another flight of 1 hour, and when you land there, when you go before you not enter the Mazar, but the sweet scent which is coming from there. He passed away in the 18th Hijri in the time of the epidemic. When there was a general epidemic at that time, he passed away. Ma'ad bin Jabal, this is his Asr. Ibn Abi Shayba and Imam Ahmad, they had narrated this hadith mawsulan. And who he had said to this? Ijlis. He said to Aswad ibn Hilal. He said to Aswad, sit a little with us here so we can freshen our Iman. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah tried to prove this of ziyadati Iman. You know? Because why? Because he had put this as Iman also. But then Ma'ad radiallahu from before he had Iman. So how would you interpret this of Iman? So it is not in the content that this is regarding to Iman. It is to renew the Iman, to freshen the Iman. Hadith in Musnad Ahmad, which is very famous with the Tablighi brothers will do bayan of it. Jaddidu, renew your Imanakum. Qila ya Rasulullah, how would we do this? وَكَيْفَ نُجَدِّدُ إِيمَانَنَا, how would we renew our Iman? قَالَ أَكْثِرُوا مِنْ قَوْلِ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Be very frequent in reciting La ilaha illallah. So this here brings freshness. It brings pleasantness. You know? It brings sweetness in Iman.